What's up, everybody? It's your host, Dan. And I'm back with another podcast episode. And as you can see, I'm wearing the great Congolese jersey, man. Shout out to Congo, man. My country, we qualified for the World Cup, man. We got the dub versus Jamaica 1-0, went into extra time. Axel scored the amazing goal off set piece corner kick, man. Then we held it down for 20 minutes, man. We had to hold it down for 20 minutes, and we got the job done, and now we're qualified for the World Cup, man. Shout out Congo, man. I'm super excited, man. Now we're in Group K. We're in Group K with Portugal, Colombia, and I can't pronounce this team. What's this team name? Who cares? We're going to beat them. I know that game is a for sure dub. We're in a group called Uconnbasketball. Uconnbasketball. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's going to be a dub for sure. But Portugal and Colombia is going to be tricky games. But it's the top three, with the third best team having one of the best third best teams in the group. So we could qualify for the next round. I'm excited about it. First game versus Portugal in Houston. Then the second game is versus Colombia in Mexico, the same stadium that we just played Jamaica in. And the third game versus I can't even pronounce Uconnbasketball, whatever it is, in Atlanta. So it's gonna be exciting, man. Houston and Atlanta is gonna be lit for the Congolese culture in America, man. I'm excited to see how it's gonna be out there. Gotta go to Houston, man. First game versus Portugal, man. Cristiano Ronaldo's last game in the World Cup, man. Because as you guys know, he's 41 years old, and this is likely gonna be his last World Cup. And then Portugal is the Nations League world champions. I know that's not too much of a brag about that, but they won Nations League last year versus Spain, and they're currently ranked top 5 in the world, Portugal. So it's gonna be a huge test for us, man. It's gonna be a huge test for us. I'm excited though. I'm excited. Like, we go in there, we can still win versus Portugal. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. If we tie versus Portugal, that'll still be amazing for us because it's the first game, and then we have a highly chance of making it to the next round if we tie versus Portugal. A loss will be sad, but if we lose, let's not get embarrassed. Let's not lose 5-0, which we won't. I can see us scoring a goal, probably losing 2-1, 3-1. But the goal's got to be over 2.5 for us. But I'm excited for this, man. The first World Cup in over 50 years, 52 years to be exact, man. And it's in America, bro. We might never have another chance in the World Cup in America, bro. So all the Congolese people, man, take advantage of this, man. Try to find a spot to go to if you're going to Houston, if you're going to Atlanta, man. Try to get out of the game, man. Don't matter about the prices of the tickets, man. This is once in a lifetime opportunity, bro. So if you're Congolese, bro, and you love football, bro, you got to check them out. You got to watch this team, bro. You got to watch this team. It's been amazing, bro. It's been a magical run, bro. We thought after we lost to Senegal in the qualifiers that it was over. And then we beat Cameroon last second goal by our captain, Shinsim Mbemba. And then we went into penalties and we won that. Shout out to our captain again, hitting the game-winning goal. And then we qualified for this Jamaica game, bro. So, man, just admire this team, man. We've been through so much, man. 50+ years. This is amazing. I'm so excited, bro. I've been wearing different type of Congolese jerseys all week, man. Since that game, I've been wearing this since today's Thursday. Yeah, I wore one yesterday, Tuesday, and today's Thursday. So I just keep putting on different Congolese jerseys that I got. Because, every Congolese person got a couple Congolese jerseys, bro. It's only right. But, yeah, man, I'm excited, bro. I'm excited for the World Cup now, definitely. But can't wait, man. But let's get into some of these other international games, bro. Let's go to the World Cup qualifying first because that's the main important things. Shout out Turkey, man. Turkey got the 1-0 win versus Romania in the semifinals. I don't know if I talked about that game last time because that was on a Thursday. I know I talked about the France and Brazil game, but that's an international friendly games, so we'll talk about the friendlies later, but let's talk about the qualifyings. Turkey, Romania, 1-0. I know Arda Güler got the assist that game. And then they won again. They won again 1-0 versus Kosovo. And so now Turkey's in their first World Cup since 2002. And they'll be in the United States group. And looking at that group, bro, Turkey could very win this group, bro. Turkey could win this group. USA, Paraguay, and Australia. And USA didn't look the best. We'll talk about them a little later. And they 2 exhibition games versus Portugal and Belgium. And so Turkey could really win this group. I wouldn't be surprised if Turkey wins this group over USA, but I still got to go USA. USA is the home soil. I got them winning versus Turkey. I got USA beating Turkey, but it's not going to be an easy one, bro. That's going to be the toughest schedule game, and that's the last game of a group stage. So if we don't take care of business versus Paraguay and Australia, that Turkey game might be a must-win game. But I'm liking this Turkey team. This Turkey team's they got a couple players that I'm interested in. Obviously, Arda Güler, he plays for Real Madrid, so I know him well. Kenyan, who I'm gonna butcher his last name, Yildiz. He plays for Juventus. He's a baller, man. He's 20 years old, man. Him and Arda Güler is like the future of this Turkey team, bro. Both 20, 21 years old, and then they got the Inter Milan midfielder. I can't think of Higan. I'm gonna buffer his name, but you guys know if I'm talking about. If you guys watch Inter Milan, he's a good midfielder. He's probably the captain of this Turkey team. But Turkey got a lot of up and coming players, for sure on this team, and they could give United States some trouble, and they could make a run. I truly think they can make a run, man. They got Ken Unzun as a player. But yeah, this Turkey team is nice, man. I like this Turkey team a lot. I knew that they were going to make it. I knew they were going to win their 2 games to qualify. I feel like I'm missing somebody. But yeah, I knew they were going to win their 2 games to qualify into the World Cup. But shout out Turkey, man, advancing. Sweden, man. Sweden, Jokeris puts up a hat trick the first game versus Ukraine, 3-1. Jokeris was balling, man. Jokeris was balling that game. And then they played versus Poland, versus Lewandowski squad. Lewandowski and Poland won their first game, being down 1-0, 2-1 versus Albania. And it was like battle of the strikers, bro. Jokeris or Lewandowski, man. This is Lewandowski's probably last chance at a World Cup because of his age. I believe Lewandowski is 37 years old. So the next World Cup, he'll be 41. I don't even think he'll be playing. It's going to be hard to tell. Will he be playing? And then, like, after the game when they lost, he started waving to the crowd. So it was kind of like, dang, is he really going to return? I don't think he's going to return back to Poland national team. But that game was a back and forth game. Anthony Elanga scored a goal. The Newcastle winger. It was back and forth. It was 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, and Jokeris comes through with it. What a beautiful tip-in goal. Way to beat her as a striker, man. Jokeris playing the 9 position at the right way. Scores it, then has the iconic, what's the celebration? The iconic celebration with the picture of the guys in the back. Sweden strikes and makes it to the World Cup. And it was crazy because they were bad in the qualifying stages, man. They won 0 games, drew 2 games. And they made it all the way there. And they made it to this the World Cup. And who else was in their group? Oh, I think Switzerland's qualified. Switzerland qualified, but Sweden was 4th in their group, and they made it to the World Cup. I don't know. Like, dang, that's crazy. But, and then they got Alexander Isak, probably returning soon, probably going to play in the World Cup. And, yeah, I heard he was coming soon this weekend. Maybe he might play this weekend versus Man City in the FA Cup, and then might be ready for PSG. PSG this upcoming legs. So Alexander Isak getting his legs back. Could be interesting for Sweden. I want to see what group they're in, though. Sweden's group. Sweden's in the group of Netherlands, Japan, and Tunisia. But I don't know, man. Japan's a sleeper team, man. Japan's a nice sleeper team, man. You saw they just beat England 1-0 this past break, international break. Netherlands, I like Netherlands defense. Probably got one of the top defenses in the world. But, you know, it could be you could have 3 teams that could qualify for the next round. So if Sweden's one of the best 3 teams, third place teams, then we'll see, bro. But Japan is no slouch. And Tanzania is no slouch, too. And they did well in the AFCON. They made it to the next round, I believe, in the AFCON. But we'll see, bro. That might be a tough group, bro. I'm not going to look through all these groups right now because we'll just do that for another World Cup video when we're closer to the World Cup. But this is shout out to Sweden, man. It sucks for Poland because Lewandowski had a great resume, man. Champions League, should have been a Ballon d'Or. I don't know why. I still don't understand why they didn't have a Ballon d'Or in 2020. It doesn't matter if they needed a fucking ceremony. My bad. It didn't matter if they needed a ceremony or not. Lewandowski should have won a Ballon d'Or in 2020, even if it was just shipped over. But Italy, man, I'm so disappointed in Italy. Italy, man. They haven't qualified for the World Cup since 2014. Yeah, the last time they were in the World Cup was 2014. 2006, they won it. 2010, 2014, they didn't even make it out the group stage. 2018, they failed to qualify. 2022, they failed to qualify. Now, 2026, they failed to qualify, man. And it's crazy, bro. I've been hearing a lot of takes on Italy, man. I remember Carlo Ancelotti said nobody on Italy is world class except for their goalkeeper Gigi Donnarumma. But they got players, though. They got players that I'm known for. Like they got Alessandro Bastoni, the defender from Inter Milan, I believe so. Sandro Tonel from Newcastle. He's a young guy, 25 years old. Moise Kean, their striker. Ricciardo Calafori, the defender from Arsenal. And just like, these guys, like, I don't understand, though. Like, they were so happy that Bonza beat Wales in the World Cup because they felt like that Wales was the harder team, not the World Cup, in the penalty kicks. So they thought Wales was gonna be the harder team. So they were celebrating. You can see there's a video that was leaked, like Italy celebrating that they would play them and stuff like that. And then just for them to lose to them in penalty kicks, bro. And it sucks, bro, because Moise King is all in the papers, bro. The black striker, like he's all over the papers, but he did his job, bro. Both games, in the knockout stages, he scores. Maybe because he skied that one kick in the second game versus Bonza. He skied the kick that could have been up 2-1. But man, he scored in both games. And they go to penalty kicks. But we got to talk about Bastoni getting a red card in the first half. They get a red card before the end of the first half. They didn't need to, bro. Their best defender did a pointless attack, bro. And they get punished for that, bro. Moise King scores early in the 15 minute. Then they had 11 minutes to hold it down. And they allowed a goal in the 79th minute. And then the penalties, they lose 4-1 in the penalty kicks. I'm not sure who kicked the penalties because I was watching the Congo game. I didn't want to interfere with both, but yeah, it's crazy because Gigi Donnarumma was blocking everything last year versus Liverpool in the penalty kicks, and now just to take your team to the nationals, to the World Cup, and he can't block anything. But it's hard for a goalkeeper to do that, bro. It's hard, but Italy, they cleared everything, bro. The president resigned. The legendary goalkeeper Buffon. He stepped down as the chief, and the coach resigned. It's just a lot of things happening in Italy. Italy is boiling down with Italy club Series A not doing too well in the Champions League. Now their national team not doing too well for the third straight year. They're not making the World Cup. It's like the Euros they won in 2020 saved them, bro. Like, I know England is punching themselves in the back, losing that penalty kick, having all those young players going up for the penalty kicks, man. I know, because England should have won the Euros, man. That's all Italy got to show for is them Euros in 2020. But it's crazy, man. Gigi Buffon, man, one of the best goalkeepers, stepping down. That's like, come on, bro. Like, they had to call for the change, bro. It's crazy. I wonder what the new goalkeeper is going to be. But failed to reach the World Cup for the third straight year. And after the World Cup, expanded teams. They expanded teams from 32 to 48. And you still can't qualify, man? Now, I remember the coach said, he said before the game, he said, if I don't make it, y'all might as well just leave me there. And, like, he really quit. He really quit after they lost, bro, or got fired. He really not part of the team no more. So it's crazy, bro. It's crazy for Italy. Italy got to find guys, man. They got to find guys, their youth. And it's crazy because, like, the last time they scored a goal was Mario Bentinelli, the legend. And they try to blame him after they lost in 2010. They try to blame him, in 2014. They try to blame him. And now look at him. And look. They haven't made it since, bro. They haven't made it since. But who else? Denmark lost in penalties too. I'm surprised Denmark lost. They had the Napoleon striker, the guy that's on loan from United, missed on the penalties kick too. Howland. He missed the penalty. He was the first one to kick the penalty. He missed it. I was surprised that they lost that. I had them winning in my head. I thought they would advance. And yeah, that's pretty much. Then Congo qualified in, and who else qualified in the playoff? Iraq qualified 1-2-1, man. But yeah, man, shout out Congo, man. We advanced, bro. World Cup. I can't wait. I'll be there, man. I'll be there to support Congo, man. We'll make it. We'll first time since 74 years, like, we was lost to words, bro. If y'all didn't know, I was flooding the story. Every Congo post I seen, I posted on my story. I didn't care if people unfollow me or not, bro. I had to flood. But let's look at these international games, though. Let's look at these international games. Uruguay versus England, bro. Oh man, England put up Coach Thomas Tuishi has been questionable about his lineups lately, man. You know, like I was talking about how Trent Alexander didn't make it. His decision with the 10th spot. But Ben White, he put Ben White on the squad. He came in the game, got booed, scored the goals. He scored a goal, got cheers for the goal, and then he gave up a penalty. He gave up a penalty at the end where El Capi, Fredo Valverde scored a penalty to tie 1-1, and that was the first time England's first time losing in a while. I think that was their first loss under Coach Tuishi. I hope I'm saying his name right. But Ben White was interesting pickup over Trent, because I remember Ben White got into it with the last coach, said he would never want to return from the England national team. So they were probably confused why he's there. Fans didn't want him there. But, you know, England didn't play their top guys, man. Cole Palmer and Phil Foden substituted for each other. Marcus Rashford played a great game versus Uruguay. I ain't gonna lie, he played a great game versus Uruguay. Noni Mandoki got hurt again. I mean, not again, but he got hurt. And Arsenal's been, we'll talk about Arsenal later about their injuries, but they've been getting injured left and right over there. Don't know the situation. But yeah, they end up tying versus Uruguay 1-1. Last second goal. It sucks, bro. They had that game. They had that game won in Wembley. Netherlands versus Norway. It was a 2-1 game. Van Dijk scored. You know, he scored a header. And then Renegers, the midfielder from what's that team called? Man City. I don't know why I couldn't think of the team. Man City scored. Yeah, for Man City, he scored. Assist from Dumfries. Dumfries is back healthy. That's good, bro. He's been back healthy. But yeah, man, this Netherlands team is pretty nice, bro. The lineup they threw out there on the defensive side. Mickey Van Duren from Tottenham Spurs, nice defender. Virgil van Dijk, we know him. Dumfries played back there. Timber is hurt right now. Jean-Paul Van Eyck, I don't know him, but he plays for Brighton. You know, they put out a good squad. They had Jeremy Fromprage. Dang, that's crazy. Jeremy Fromprage got hurt. The second game they played, I forgot who they played. I'm gonna look at it. He got hurt. He checked in the game, and then he got hurt 10 minutes after. It sucks for him, man. He's been hurt all year with Liverpool, and then he gets. It sucks, man. It sucks. But we'll talk about that when we see that. But Norway, they lost 2-1. I don't think Holland played that game. Oh yeah, Holland didn't play that game. Alexander Slodov did from Atletico Madrid, and Oscar Bob from he used to play for Man City played. Norway's gonna be an interesting team though. Norway, they got a tough one. They got Senegal in their group and France in their group, so that's gonna be a tough one. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, Germany versus Switzerland, man. Oh my God, Florian Wirtz, masterclass performance, man. 2 goals and 2 assists in the first half, man. 2 assists in the first half and 2 goals in the second half. What amazing performance, bro. They were down 2-1, down 1-0. Then he took over, tied 3-3 game winning. His first goal was amazing though. The first goal, top bins, it was an amazing goal. But Florian Wirtz, man, that's the player that Liverpool been wanting to see, man. He's been playing amazing for Germany. But Liverpool, he's been trying to get going. But the end of the season, we'll see how he does, man. They got a big games with Man City this weekend in the FA Cup. Then they got PSG. So we'll see how he does, man. He's been top for Germany these last 2 games, so we'll see. Spain versus Serbia, man. Raji finally plays for Spain in the first time since 2024 Euros. He got his first starts, but Oyarzabal, the striker, played an amazing game, man. 2 goals for them, man. Like I said, if he was like on a top team, like he plays for Real Sociedad. If he played for like Real Madrid, if Mbappe wasn't there, he would have been a nice striker for that team. I feel like he'd been the perfect striker. He plays box-ins. Always in a perfect spot. It's just that Real Sociedad, he doesn't have no one to show for it. So his goals don't go noticed. But every time he plays for Spain, he does his thing, bro. If you look at his last few games, he always contributed with a goal or assist since the Euros. So he's a low-key striker that we got to watch for in the World Cup. Because Spain's probably going to be one of the favorites, bro. Spain's going to be one of the favorites. The rankings came out. I think France dropped to 2. France went up to 1. Spain went to 2, and Argentina went to 3. England was 4. Portuguese was 5, and Brazil was 6. So Spain winning at 3-0. Victor Minoza, I think. These names are hard. I'm butchering, but I wish you guys could see it. Nice, no. But, you know, he has a fair share of goal. He had a fair share of goal. Argentina, people talk about how Argentina doesn't play any top teams during their international break. Well, they wanted to play Spain. It got canceled. So they've been stuck with Zambia and this one country called Mauritania. Argentina didn't play the best of game, man. First half was solid. Second half was bad. Goalkeeper Martinez said if this was the good thing we didn't play for Spain in the championship game, we probably would have got smoked. Enzo Fernandez scored early. Then Nico Paz, that plays for Como, should be playing for Real Madrid next season. It depends if they do a buyback. He scored an amazing free kick. But a lot of people complain about the turf out there in that game. Lionel Messi came off the bench, did what he could do, but Argentina won that game 2-1. But we'll see how Argentina does. I don't see them winning it all again, but we'll see. United States versus Belgium, man. I watched this game, and it was a disappointing second half. Belgium blew out. They blew out USA, man. I say it's a blowout after you win more than 3 goals. It's a blowout. Weston McKennie scores a beautiful goal in first half. And then last second first half, we concede a goal. Then they start off with a goal. Then they get a penalty goal. Then they scored 3. They were up 5-1 at a point. Then we scored. It was just disgusting to watch. United States was playing well until they did the few subs, man. Few subs hurt us. Maybe we might have to stay away from these MLS guys, bro. We might have, we got to get guys, but we can't. I don't know. These MLS guys can't hang with these top teams. And this is like Belgium's weak squad. Like, Belgium hasn't been that good. And I don't think that team they brought out was that good, bro. But I don't know. USA, bro. It was quite embarrassing to watch versus Belgium because Belgium isn't good. Yeah, we put three MLS players in, and it went bad. It went bad, bro. But we'll see, bro, how it goes. We're in a bracket in the World Cup that we should advance, bro. Christian Pulisic got to be better, bro. I think he's overrated, and a lot of us thinks he's overrated. He just, I don't know. And then the Fox Sports did they did a poll of who are the top players, most watched players or some stuff, breakout players, and they had like 3 or 4 USA players. Christian Pulisic was on the list, like 16, not even the top 10 player, some shit like that. Weston McKennie was on that list. Timothy Wade was on that list. It's like, we don't want to see that, bro. USA don't got no top players. Christian Pulisic got to be better, bro. He missed out on the Gold Cup He missed out the Gold Cup just to come back for the United States, just to not to be poor. He has to be better, bro. He has to be better. His jersey is gonna sell for USA fans. He has to perform, bro. You can't put that 10 on the back and not perform for the club. Legendary players like Landon Donovan wore 10, bro. Landon Donovan already got on him. Talk about he has to be better, but he hasn't been good for. He hasn't been good for his club team this year, and he hasn't been good for the country. But we got to learn from these matches, bro. Portugal and Belgium, 5-2 was embarrassed after we controlled the possession. But we just didn't get enough shots up, bro. They got more shots up on us, and it was like, dang. Portugal versus Mexico, man. That game was kind of crazy, bro. Like, I didn't pay attention, and they said, like, no one missed anything. It was only 3 shots on target. And I looked, I was like, dang. And because Portugal put out a squad. They put out a squad that dominated possessions, but 3 goals between both sides on target, or 3 shots on target between both sides. And like the squad they put out was Ramos from PSG, Felix from Al-Nassr, Bruno Fernandes, we know him from Man U, Conceição from I think he plays for Sporting, right? No, he plays for Juventus. My bad. Neves, Mendes, on like it was just guys, and then Valentina comes in, Jon Neves comes in, Pedro Neto comes in, and only 2 shots on goal. Like, I was surprised for that. So I low-key, when I seen that, it was like, okay, I wouldn't say we could beat them, USA could beat them, but it's like, USA could put up a fight, but USA didn't do much versus what's the team called? Versus Portugal. Sunday's game, Colombia versus France. France, second team, put on the show, man. He didn't start. I feel like Coach Didier Dumfries, only player that he started off that was... No one. I don't think he started no one from the first game versus Brazil, but Desir Dewey puts on the show, man. He has a goal. 2 goals. Desiree Dewey. Marcus Thuram has has a goal and assist. I forgot who assisted Thuram on a header. Oh, I think Alec Oshie, the winger from Monaco. I said his name wrong, bro. I say everybody's name wrong. But yeah, he had a great cross, and Marcus Thuram has the header. But yeah, Desiree Dewey played well. It's gonna be this France team is crazy, bro. This is the second team, and they dominated Colombia. And Colombia is South America's second or third best team. Depends on days. You know, it's Argentina, Brazil, and Colombia. You put the order between Brazil and Colombia, who's better? People might say Colombia now. I'm always gonna say Brazil. But Colombia put on the squad, bro. You know, players. Luis Suarez was on there. That plays for Sporting. Luis Diaz, that plays for Bayern Munich. James Rodriguez, everybody knows him, the Real Madrid legend. Daniel Menos, the defender for Crystal Palace. They got guys, man. They put out guys out there. And, you know, the France second squad just dominated them, bro. They should have been 3-0, but they allowed to go at the end. But hooey. Desiree Dewey's first two senior goals, and they had a blast in the U.S., man. They had a blast. One in Boston and Maryland, and they celebrated in New York just to celebrate. They went to New York for the weekend. But, man, France just dominated, of course, man. This was a great USA tour for them. Oh, yeah, Croatia and Colombia played, I believe. Didn't Colombia lose, right? Colombia lost. They lost to Croatia. It was a great meme when Luis Diaz passed the easy strike to Luis Suarez. He missed it. And that nigga Luis Diaz's face, dog, that had me dying. Talk about he went from passing it to Harry Kane to Luis Suarez that can't finish. Went from one of the best strikers to a random striker. But let's check who else played on the Sunday. Yeah, I think that was the only Sunday game I paid attention to. Monday was Germany versus Ghana. Germany didn't look too well. I ain't gonna lie, Germany did not look too well. Kyle Havertz scored a penalty goal. Then Ghana tied it up. I feel like Germany could have been better. But, you know, their squad is going to be interesting. I wonder how they're going to do in the World Cup. Since they won the World Cup in 2014. I think they didn't make it out the group. Did they make it out the group? Germany 2018 World Cup. Yeah, they didn't make it out the group in 2018. 2022, they didn't make it out the group as well. What the heck? So 2026 they got to make it out the group this year. This World Cup in 2026. They got the squad. I feel like they got Ivory Coast, Ecuador. Ecuador's gonna be a tough one. Ivory Coast might be a tough one too. Ivory Coast been balling. They dominated South Korea 4-0 and Curacao. But Ghana coach got fired right after the game as well. That's kind of crazy. Ghana's coach got fired, and they're looking probably to hire Monaco's old coach. But yeah, Germany have talent, bro. They got Kimmich still probably as their captain, Nick Wolfsman, Florian Reitz, Kyle Havertz, Lennon Carr, Leroy Sané. They got players. They probably missing some guys too. I'm pretty sure they're missing some guys that didn't play. Antonio Ruger is going to be a huge defender. Nico Slaughterback is going to be a huge defender. I don't know if how far they can go. Probably lose the first round of quarterfinals in the World Cup, but it was interesting watching Germany that game. I watched like the first half only, but it was interesting. Tuesday, it was a lot of games. I watched the Congo game as well. So after that, I was still celebrating Congo's win, so I didn't really pay attention to Portugal and United States as much. But I seen the goals, man. Bruno Fernandes had an assist, I believe. Yeah, he had an assist. He had an assist to Juan Felix off the corner kick. Felix had a wide open goal in a corner kick. Like, how does that happen in the United States? He had a wide open goal, and he also had the first goal to the back pass to Trinitico, and he had a goal 2-0. Portugal dominated United States 61-34 in the possessions. Only 3 shots on goal for United States. And Pulisic goal drop continues. I don't know when's the last time Pulisic scored for us. Like, literally, seriously, I don't know when was the last time we got outclassed. Coach made substitutions, didn't work out well. And I don't know, man. We can't keep switching coaches. I thought this coach could be the one. He coached in the, I don't know. He coached with Chelsea back in then, so we thought he could be good. But 8th straight game for Pulisic for not scoring with the U.S., and he also hasn't scored a goal for his club team since December 28th. So Pulisic has to be better, bro. He has to be better. Like, this is pressure, bro. Like, I don't understand. He has to know this is pressure for him this World Cup. They're playing in the United States, bro. They went to Atlanta, got destroyed both games in Atlanta in these national friendly games, bro. You can't just, like, slouch, bro. Like, they have to play, bro. Like, Portugal was playing without 2 of their best players. Cristiano Ronaldo, we know one of the greatest of all time. And Bernardo Silva didn't play. And they still dominated us, bro. Like, we didn't have any looks, bro. But it is what it is, bro. United States got to be better, bro. I don't know if they got it. I think they got Senegal. They're playing Senegal in the next international break in the end of May. They got Senegal, the AFCON champions. Like, we gotta show something. Like, we gotta show something versus them, bro. England versus Japan, man. England lost to Japan 1-0. I was surprised. Let me see I didn't even know who they put out. I didn't want to watch the highlights. But that's the first time they were beaten. So the May games is going to be the World Cup squad, because they said it's the last match before the World Cup squad is named. But first time ever defeated to Asian opposition as they stumbled. There were a handful of bulls. Tuesday's defeat was Tuishi's second since his taking charges. Cole Palmer didn't have the best of game, they said. Phil Foden didn't have the best of game, didn't create nothing. Coach was saying, man, I even know Cole Palmer wore number 7. These number changes is crazy. Like, that's Saka's number, but Saka hasn't even been balling. They gotta lean on Harry Kane this World Cup, bro. He said, like, Argentina leans on Messi, Portugal leans on Ronaldo. Why should we lean on Harry Kane? They have to lean on Harry Kane. He's one of the best strikers in the game right now, man. He has to come through, bro. But losing to Japan at home, a lot of withdrawals, man. Like, England had a lot of guys withdraw, man. Declan Rice withdraw, Bukayo Saka withdrew, John Stones withdrew. Then they didn't even play Kane, Henderson, and Bellingham. But let me see the lineup though. Phil Foden was the striker. Why he was wearing 9? He even wore 9 last game. Like, why did they switch? He didn't even wear 9 the last game they played versus Uruguay. It was some Dominique Solanke. But Cole Palmer started at the 10th spot. Rogers was on the winger. Morgan Rogers was on the winger. Anthony Gordon was on the wing. How did they play bad? Kobe Manu was at the 8th spot. Henderson was at the 8th to 6th spot, basically. Yeah, Elliot Anderson played too. This is not a bad lineup for them to. I didn't know Marco Gahey played. Like, they had a squad this game. They had a squad. I don't know what happened, but I saw Cole Palmer and Phil Foden didn't have a great game. So if you're 9 and you're 10 not playing well, it's hard to win. If your 9 and 10 positions aren't playing well, it's hard to win, flat out. And then who came in for Cole Palmer? Jaron Bowen came in. So they put 2 9s in. Because isn't Bowen a 9? A striker? Yeah, I believe he's a striker. But I don't know, man. I wasn't really happy when Trent got knocked off, so I'm not surprised that they lost this game when Trent didn't get picked up. Hopefully Trent's on his team, and hopefully Neymar's on his Brazil team. Brazil played Croatia, and the second half, they looked nice. They looked nice. Where is this at? Where is the team stats at? They didn't play on the 31st, but I can't find it. Brazil, Croatia. Oh, there it is. Brazil, Croatia. Vinicius Jr. had an amazing assist at the end of the first half. Dropped two defenders, had one looking crazy. Passes it. It wasn't a cross. He passed it to Danilo. Scored his first goal for the game. And then the last 5 to 10 minutes, it got goal hectic. Croatia scored a goal. Brazil's defense in the goal. He made a mistake. Got a little easy tip in. Enrique comes back 4 minutes later, draws a penalty. Enrique wants to take the penalty. He doesn't get it. But he wants to take the penalty. He doesn't get it. Igor Thiago scores a penalty. The Bradford striker, his first goal for Brazil. And 2 minutes later, Enrique is on a counterattack, and he passes to Gabriel Martinelli, and Martinelli scores, so Enrique gets his assist. Enrique was balling for those last 12 minutes or 20 minutes that he played. Juan Pedro for Chelsea has to play better, bro. He has to play better. As the striker for this team, he's probably going to be the striker for this team, has to play better. It's great that Marquinhos played a full game because he didn't play versus France. I wonder why he didn't play. Matisse Kwan has to play better for Brazil. Vinicius has got to continue to play better, man, because Croatia dominated this game, man. Croatia dominated possession, but they didn't get the shots up on goal. Brazil has 7 on goal, so they played with more attacking spree than the last game they played versus France. But it was a great Brazil's going to continue to get better, man. I believe in Don Carlo Antonelli. I believe in him. He's going to get this team right. They said he already has his roster out, and he has 24 out of 26, and he's choosing between Enrique, Igor Thiago, and Luis Paniqui. I can't pronounce his name. He's injured right now, but Neymar wasn't his last few suggestions. I hope the rumors was false, bro, because Neymar needs to be on this World Cup team. Just the locker room presence, bro, because a guy like Neymar, the guys are going to listen to Neymar. They're going to listen to Neymar. I don't know why the coach doesn't understand that. Actually, doesn't understand that, bro. Like, these fans got to force him to bring Neymar into this pitch, bro. If they don't bring Neymar, teams might not want to listen to him at all. I mean, not teams, but like the players are going to be disconnected at all. So they got to bring Neymar, bro, just for the locker room presence, bro, the leadership, bro. They want to see his face. They see his face, it's going to motivate them to win more, bro. Let Vinicius give him that 10 jersey, because Vinicius, I don't like seeing Vinicius in 10, bro. In the Brazil jersey, when I know Neymar can play, I want to see Vinicius in 7. I want to see Neymar in 10, bro. And then Rafinha didn't even play this game. Rafinha's got hurt, and now the Barcelona president wants to blame Brazil, all this. Why is he playing so much? Brother, he got hurt in the first half, bro. You can't do nothing about that. He got hurt in the first half, bro, versus France. Like, now I know they're sick because they're Champions League. We got to talk about Champions League. This Champions League's quest could come to an end, bro. But I don't know, bro. I don't know why he's so mad about that, bro. He was so pissed. Like, I understand, though. We understand why he's pissed. Because they want to win Champions League. He doesn't care about these weak scrimmages. Not scrimmages, weak friendlies. Argentina could have been Messi's last game in Argentina soil. They won 5-0. Julian Alvarez scored a quick goal. Messi scored a second goal. Messi was about to kick a penalty kick. He gave it to Otamendi. Otamendi's probably last game in Argentina soil. He scores 3, make it 3-0, and then they end up winning 5-0. Argentina's doing Argentina things. Spain versus Egypt was a quiet game, 0-0. Disappointed in the Spain fans. Racist remarks towards the Muslims, and it's crazy because their best player, Lamine Yamal, is Muslim, so he felt some type of way, and I understand why he felt some type of way at that, and he chose not to acknowledge the fans after the game, which is understandable. Like, this racist stuff gotta stop in football, bro. Football is a worldwide sport. You can't be can't be racist, bro. Like that was just a bad showing, bro. Bad showing for the Spain fans, bro. But hopefully they change the World Cup because their favorites to win. Like it's just disappointing, bro. Like it's really disappointing. Mexico versus Belgium. They played in Soldier Field. I didn't know that. In Chicago. This crazy. Soldier Field is not even being played in the World Cup, bro. I'm like, what? Like Soldier Field, Chicago is not being used, bro. And then Orlando's not even being used. But they played those two exhibition games in the U.S. there. But yeah, man, that's all I got for international play. Let's go to World Cup, and then we gotta do Final Four predictions real quick. I didn't think this video would be this long, bro. Champions League is back this week, man. The club games are back this week. Some guys got FA Cups. I mean, the England side got FA Cups. La Liga has Spain got the La Liga games. PSG probably got the regular Liga 1 games. Bayern Munich probably got some regular Bundesliga games, whatever it's called. But quarterfinals, man, we got 8 teams left. 8. Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich on a Tuesday. Sporting versus Arsenal. Also, I'm sick. Both of my clubs, Arsenal and Real Madrid, both playing on Tuesday, bro. Real Madrid versus Bayern, man. Bayern is looking like the best team right now in Europe. So Real Madrid's playing in the Champions League, bro. Champions League for Real Madrid that's their field to play. That's what they like to do. I like Real Madrid in this game. I feel like they're gonna find a way. They start off at home. They got in the Bernabeu. They start off at home, so we'll see what they do. I feel like they're gonna win this 6-4 aggregate. Don't know how it's gonna come about. 6-4, 5-3, around that. It's gonna be a 2-goal difference. Sporting versus Arsenal, man. Arsenal's been banged up with guys being injured, bro. Like you can name a guy that didn't travel to their country teams, like at least 11 guys, man. At least 11 guys. Saka didn't travel. Declan Rice didn't travel. Odegaard didn't travel. Zumini got called back. Noni Menduki got hurt. Man, there's a lot of guys. Gabriel didn't travel. Timber didn't travel. Like they banged up. Arsenal's banged up supposedly. Ize's out for a month with a calf injury. Saliba didn't travel to France team. So it's gonna be interesting, bro, because they played this week versus Southampton in the FA quarterfinals. So they want to win that. They want to win the FA Cup, bro, because they lost the Carbone Cup. So they want to win that. So I'm interested to see what Arsenal plays out for Saturday and Tuesday. The lineups are starting 11th. Jokeris did amazing, so I'm pretty sure Jokeris should be playing. Kyle Havertz played full games. Gabriel Martinelli played games out there. Calafiori played games, even though I heard he was hurt. Trossard didn't even travel out there. Minero's been hurt for a minute now. Nodegaard played. Christian Mascuri played. And MLS Miles Lewis-Skelly played some games. But I think so I feel like some of those guys could play this upcoming game on Saturday. They got to win that game Saturday, though. I really wonder, though, who is going to come out there. Gabriel Jesus is going to come out there. Hensapede got hurt with Ecuador, too. So, it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's the 9 games that Mikel Arteta's doing. Telly, whatever, how you say his name, is doing. But they got to win versus Stampton, and they got to win versus Sporting. Sporting's going to put up a fight. Sporting came back from 3-0 versus Bodo. They're going to put up a fight, bro. They're for sure going to put up a fight. Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid on Wednesday, and PSG versus Liverpool on Wednesday. Damn, these are great games, though. Barcelona and Atletico, they're playing again in the 2-legger. Like I said, Atletico beat Barcelona in the Copa del Rey. Griezmann is looking to win his last trophies with Atletico Madrid, so we'll see how they do versus Barca. Rashford has to play. Rashford has to start. Rashford has to start for Barcelona, man. He's played amazing versus Uruguay. In my eyes, he played amazing. Rafinha's out for a month. they said. So he has to play. He has to be huge, bro. These 2-legger games for Atletico. They play Atletico again, I believe. I think they play Atletico tomorrow. Am I right? Like, they play Atletico this weekend. I said tomorrow. But yeah, on Saturday, they play Atletico on Saturday in La Liga. So they're playing Atletico 4 times. I wonder how both sides are going to do their matchups. I know Atletico doesn't really care about La Liga, so it's going to piss us off if they just shit the bed and not play nobody. And then Atletico, they're going to just go crazy and play everybody in the quarterfinals. So we'll see. It's going to be quite interesting. I might have to watch that game, honestly. And I might have to watch that. But, dang, yeah. Barcelona, Lamine Yamal has to be huge, bro. No Rafinha in his winning time. The defenders are still hurt. Blade and Koundé is still hurt. They didn't even travel to the club games. But Pedro is back. Pedro is back. Should be interesting. Lewandowski might have to play. Or Torres. Torres probably going to start. Lewandowski super sub. It's going to be interesting what they do for these 2 legs. It's going to be interesting. I know Barcelona doesn't want to lose, so let's go again in the tournament play game. PSG versus Liverpool, man. Liverpool's time to get Liverpool to get their get-backs, bro. It's time for Liverpool to get their get-backs. PSG's been doing these nonsense of not playing these certain games and stuff like that. It's pissing me off. They don't want to play versus Leeds, and Leeds is second place for the League One matchup, bro. Liverpool gets the revenge from last year. They don't got Gigi to save them in his goal. Salah's last dance, bro. Beat City this week, advance in FA Cup, and beat PSG, these 2-leggers. Isak is back. That's what they said. Hugo Ekitike, he's played amazing for France these two games in USA. Hopefully he's come to great form. I believe in Liverpool, man. Van Dijk, I believe in them guys. What's the dude getting named from Hungary? He's not playing in it. I can't say his name. Solo Buskelli or something like that, number 8. I believe in him. Probably my favorite player in Liverpool right now. The wingers, Salah and Cody Gakpo. Liverpool has the chance, has the players to beat them, bro. Florian Rees, they got the guys, bro. But England's not going to be, not England. PSG is not going to be no slouch, man. They're the defending champs. So we'll see, man. You know, KK is going to be back. Desir Dewey has looked good, so he's going to be there. I don't think Bakola is going to play first leg. I know that. Dembele is going to be playing, Ballon d'Or guy. So we'll see. We'll see what's up with these guys, bro. We'll see. But, you know, I got Liverpool winning that. So I got Real Madrid, Arsenal. I think Barcelona is going to be Atletico. They're going to figure out a way. Hansi Flick is going to figure out a way. He's not going to want to lose to them twice. And Liverpool beats PSG. Gets revenge. And we'll talk next week about that, how the first leg went. But let's go to Final Four, man. Final Four is this week. The boys and the men and the women's side of it. The women's side is UConn versus South Carolina, then Texas versus UCLA. UConn's been my team for the longest now. Maya Moore has been there. Gino is one of the best coaches of all time. Brianna Stewart has been playing there. Paige Buckets has been there. There's a lot of legends I could just name on and on. Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, they just perform GOATs out there. I never go against UConn. I got UConn versus Texas or UCLA. Lauren Betts has been amazing. Kiki Rice has been amazing for UCLA. Who else is over there? Malik Booker for Texas has been amazing. Got to go Texas beating them, though. I like Texas squad a lot. Malik Booker is probably one of the best players in the country in my eyes. I got UConn versus Texas in the championship. Too much Sarah Strong, too much Izzy Fuzz around, you find out. I got UConn winning the championship again, going back-to-back. Perfect season. Men's Final Four, we got UConn versus Illinois. Crazy matchup. Crazy game. UConn came back down 19 or 15, whatever it was. Down 15 at halftime. Yeah, they're down 15 at halftime, down 19 in the second half at a point. Walked them down, man. Dan Hurley walked them down. Got them to cough up the ball last second. Alex Carabine hit a clutch three, then they coughed up the ball. Alex Carabine passed it to Braylon Mullins. Braylon Mullins makes his March Madness moment, hits a deep three, win the game. Caden Boozer, can't believe he coughs that up. Last time probably playing with his brother. And that's how they end up losing, bro. I thought Duke would go to the Final Four, bro. But then Dan Hurley just doesn't lose, bro. He doesn't lose. He's like 16-1 the last 3 years in the March Madness games. Illinois played Iowa in the Elite Eight. Yeah, they played Iowa in the Elite Eight. They just dominated at the end, bro. Like they just imposed their will at the end. It was amazing to watch, actually, how they just every possession they got whatever they wanted. Illinois got whatever they wanted with the bigs. Keaton Wagler, he's probably the best player left in the Final Four in my eyes. He's the best player left. I think like the size for them just beats UConn though, because UConn isn't that big. They just got Terrence Reed, and Terrence Reed just, I don't know, Dan Hurley just turned into a monster these last few games. But I don't know, bro. I don't want to go against Dan Hurley, but I got to go Illinois, bro. I just like this Illinois squad. Mind you, I don't like none of the Final Four teams because they all played a part of beating my teams. But I don't know. This Illinois team is a nice squad. It's a nice squad. I got Illinois going to the championship, bro. I can't believe I'm saying it. I think they beat Dan Hurley's team, bro. Big Ten gets one in, maybe two in. We will see. But UConn beat Michigan State. Illinois got Big Z from Arkansas, so I don't really mess with them, even though Michigan State beat Illinois during the regular season. Arizona knocked out Arkansas in the Sweet 16, and the team in Ann Arbor, I don't like them at all. You know, I'm a Spartans, MSU. I would never cheer for the team in Ann Arbor. You know, they had a great year. The team in Ann Arbor had a great year, but I just don't think it's enough to beat Arizona. Arizona's a team that just dominates, man. First half is going to be close game, body shots, and then Arizona just wears teams down, and that's what I think they're going to do with Michigan. They're going to throw 2 or 3 guys at Yaxo. Marcin Johnson has to be huge, man. He's the key X factor. Monzerd, I believe. Morris, whatever his name is, Morris Johnson has to be the guy for them. RD Mara has to be out of foul trouble. He can't be in foul trouble in this game. Elliot Cadeau has to control the game. Him and Jaden Bradley got to both control the game. It's going to be a great matchup to watch them play. Elliot Cadeau and Jaden Bradley is going to be a great matchup. But they both got those 3 bigs, man, on both sides. But Arizona got more off the bench. Like, you follow those 3 bigs, they got the 6th man of the year coming off bench. That's a big. Then they got one of the shooters that was starting last year on the team. That's one of the best shooters in the country off the bench. It's gonna be a great game, man. Shout out to the freshmen playing though. Shout out to the freshmen on each of the Final Four teams. You know, I root for the freshmen a lot, bro. I'm always going to be in this one-and-done era, so I root for the freshmen a lot. So, Braylon Mullins from UConn, Keaton Wagner from Illinois, Keo Peets, and Braden Burns. Braden Burns got to have a game, bro. They got to have a game. Trey McKinney from Michigan. Trey McKinney off the bench from Michigan. It's going to be huge for Michigan. But Braden Burns got to have a game. Keo Peets has to have a game, bro, because I don't know, man. Michigan's offense is pretty nice, but Arizona likes to figure it out inside, and they don't shoot the 3 that much. But when they make it and they hit it, they're on, bro. So we'll see how it goes, bro. We'll see. I can't wait for those games, bro. We'll be watching all 4 of those games. We are probably going to be tuning in the women's side as well. Got to tune in for the women's side. But, yeah, man. Arizona versus Illinois in the national championship. I don't know. Arizona hasn't lost since February 14th, Valentine's Day. So, do they lose? I mean, do they win a national championship? I think so. Do Tommy Lloyd leaves for UNC? I also think if they don't win a national championship, he might leave. And if he wins it, I think he stays. But it's going to be quite interesting, bro, because they keep asking Tommy Lloyd about this question. But I think Arizona does cut the nets down. I think they cut the nets down versus Illinois. Yeah, man, I think they cut the nets down. You know, usually The guards are gonna win this game, bro. I know the bigs have been killing them, but it's about guards. I still say that it's about guards in March, but it's April now. We don't know what's gonna happen, but like, share, turn your post notifications on, man. Next week we're gonna recap these games and we're gonna recap Champions League. We're gonna start talking about NBA soon. It's April, so NBA playoffs is coming around the corner. So I can't wait. NBA talk. But like, share, turn your post notifications on, man, and let's have a great sports weekend, bro.